Okay, welcome back, Year 11. I hope you had a good Easter. I know it's very strange times, and it's still a little bit unclear what's happening, but hopefully I'll try and make it a bit clearer in terms of maths in this video. Now, what's going to be happening? You will have received an email from me and probably your teachers at this stage. But what is happening in maths is I'm going to be setting an assessment to do basically every Friday in the double lesson. It will go live at 12 o'clock. So I know the double lesson starts at 1:45, but it will be available from 12. At 12 it will be available for you, and it will be an hour. So it's only going to be two of these. So it's this Friday and the following Friday. The third Friday you might have noticed is a bank holiday, so there's only two of these. And it is important that you do them. Now, these are sort of low stakes. So your GCSE grade is not going to be determined on how you do in these tests, to be honest. So, but what it will offer is a bit of a last attempt, for a last opportunity, rather I'd say, for you to demonstrate what progress you've made and how much work you're putting in. So it will be important in that respect, but obviously what you've done up to this point is very important, and don't get too worked up on these assessments. It's just another thing, like a class test, that we can use as a little bit of evidence for you, and also an opportunity for you to show how much work you've done. So that's the point of them, and also it means that there is sort of a final end after the 7th of May. That's it. You can then relax. There's nothing you can do, and you can just try and enjoy your summer from that point onwards. Okay, I know it's not easy, but you will all get a grade that we think is fair for you. That is what I can promise, actually. But this work you do over the next couple of weeks may have some influence, so do take it seriously. Now, what I want to do, it will be set through Dr. Frost, so it's important that you know how to use that. And I know I can see nearly all of you have used this effectively over the holidays to do some of the papers that I set, which is also great. So when you log in, I've created a test account for myself here. This is what it will look like. And what it will pop up at 12 o'clock. It will pop up here. And now this is not for you, but this is a test. This is what it will look like. So you click on it and you go start this homework. Okay, start this homework. And it says you're about to start an assessment. Okay, and it will be, I've given myself 20 minutes. You'll have an hour to do it. Okay, and you press go. And the questions will pop up. Okay, and there'll also be a time. So once that time's over, you're done. Okay, so you need to then answer the question. What's important is you have a bit of paper and you keep your workings as neat as you can. So you answer the questions. You can skip and go back if you want to skip a question like you could in a test. And then basically you work through the whole thing. I'll just put in some questions. You don't find out until the very end what score you've got. Okay, now next question. Exactly, so and so on. And then you'll get to the end, which will be whenever you might finish before the end of the time limit, but you've got the full hour if you need to. I mean, if you come out of the page and back in, you can do that, but the timer just carries on ticking, so you don't gain anything by doing that. So you have got to sit down and do it in one sitting. Once you've finished, again, I'm just going to just go through these quickly, just make up an answer. Next question. Let's see what happens when we finish. So you will find out, let's just make up. Okay, you have to click finish. So do click finish when you've done, even if you've done early. It will tell you what score you got, so you know what score you got. And that is important, but it's not the be all and end all. So at this stage, what you need to do now is go into, with your workings, and you've got to do this as soon as you've finished. Obviously, you can't sort of spend ages doing this because it will mean that it's a bit redundant. You need to then go into your OneNote page, So you find your OneNote, for instance. Let's use, I'll pick a sort of a student in my upper sixth class. What's important is you go into your OneNote page, you add a page and you call it. So this would have been, the date would have been, what's the date on? So it's the 24th of April, assessment 1. Okay, you make it very, very easy for the person marking this work, and then you either go insert printout if it's a PDF or picture, and I'm also going to put in a link to this video, on the email that was sent with the video, how you can upload your workings with your phone, and that's really, really easy to do. My advice would be practice uploading some work before you do this, because you've only got we're going to give you about a half-hour window to upload your workings. I mean, after that point, we can't really use the data. Anything that you submit, we're going to have to sort of note that the workings were uploaded late, so we will have to bear that in mind. Obviously, if you've got any issues uploading the work, it's important that you email your teacher as soon as you can. They'll be on hand to help if you are having any real issues. But that's how you need to do it. I'll just delete that. Okay, so, and it should look, once you have uploaded your work, it should look something like this. So your working should be nice and easy to see in a nice clear way, and that is how it should look. This is just taking a little bit of time to load, but it will do. But it should look like that. So a teacher could now go in, if they wanted to, and mark it, because I know on Dr. Frost it only gives you the solution. Right, that is it. So obviously I'm sending this out, this is Tuesday today, so I'm sending it out on Tuesday. It's important you watch this video and understand what's required of you. That really is important, because anything you do now, it is a last opportunity to sort of demonstrate how much work you've been doing. But what I don't want you to do is completely stress out, because everything you've done up to now is really important. We've got a good picture of what you are like as students and how you've performed over the last 2 years. Your teachers know you extremely well, so you will get a grade that is fair. That is what I can assure you all today. All right. Okay, any issues, it's important you ask your teacher or me in advance of Friday. All right. Thanks, guys.